Hello, my name is Greta Harris, and during this presentation, I will briefly discuss when to use an essay item on an assessment, as well as the advantages and disadvantages of using an essay item, and lastly, the guidelines for when to use or how to use an essay item on an assessment. To start with, it's important to use an essay item on an assessment whenever you want to assess your students' higher order thinking skills or assess higher order learning abilities. And you can also use an essay to assess your students' writing abilities. The advantages of using an essay item on an assessment is that it allows your students to be more creative in their writing. With some selected responses or short responses, you see more of a pattern of the same answers. But with an essay question, it allows your students to be more original in their responses. The disadvantages of using an essay item on an assessment is that it takes longer for the teacher to grade the essay, and also it can be biased in a positive or negative way based on how well the teacher liked the writing. As far as the guidelines for when using an essay item on an assessment, it's important for the teacher to be very, very clear in the question and not vague, but be clear so that the students have a clear expectation of the question that is being asked, and then also allow enough time for your students to thoroughly answer the question. Thank you.